Roblox has become the Wild West of online gaming. You got people role-playing as FNAF characters, someone running a pretend McDonald's,
Stop! I'm trying to order my food!
and it's all right next to, whatever, that is. Ugh. Roblox has always been full of odd games, and for the most part, it's just been harmless fun. But I've been noticing that Roblox is dealing with a problem that's been going on for years now, and that's inappropriate games and themed experiences. Games that are definitely not rated E for everyone. And before you say anything,
Wow, Gage, you're just over-exaggerating. This is widowy Roblox.
let me show you what I stumbled across that sparked the idea for this video. I stumbled across tons, and most of the time, children uploading tutorials on how to get into adult roleplay.
This is how to play the condo game on Roblox.
And when I did some more research on it, I stumbled down a dark, disturbing rabbit hole of not so great things that have been going on this platform. Roblox has always dealt with this kind of stuff, but lately it's getting concerning that these situations are still going on, and Roblox just seems to be staying in the middle. So, if you want to listen to some random guy ramble about Roblox freaky games, welcome. When I was younger, I hated Roblox. I thought it was for babies. Sorry, I know. It's rich coming from someone who looks like a Roblox avatar. But then around high school, I played it every day with my friends during the pandemic.
Here we are. First day at work.
And even now, as an adult, sometimes a good tycoon or a silly game to play with friends is just a good way to spend the evening. The issue here isn't that Roblox is weird. It's always been weird. That's literally what makes it fun. But when a game made for kids has inappropriate images, predatory adult content, and actual hate indoctrination groups that are putting real kids in danger, yeah, I think we might have just a little bit of an issue. But before we dive in, let me back up really quick. I'm sorry, bear with me. If you don't know what Roblox is, congratulations on being a little less brain rotted. Roblox is a massive online platform where users, many of them kids, can make and upload their own games. It's free, and most of the time multiplayer from people all across the globe. Think of YouTube, but like for games. And every video is Mr. Beast. Roblox is super accessible for almost anyone. You don't need a beefy PC when you can just play on your phone. But okay, back to the point. I'm not here to cancel anyone or call out very specific people. It's more of a nudge at players to keep themselves safe and a shove at Roblox to kind of step up their game. And as always, here's my little content warning for this video. Please take care of yourselves, my friends. Nothing graphic will be shown, but these are serious topics. This video may talk about Roblox, but it is not for kiddos. Scootaloo. What's scramble? Shoo. This video is more for educating and informing others. We good? Let's start off with how their moderation fails and how people exploit it. Roblox moderation feels like a broken prize wheel. Come on, unlimited corn dogs. Come on, unlimited corn dogs. G-Dragon. Sometimes it overcorrects you for saying heck, and other times it lets people upload NSFW shirts that have been worn by thousands of players. I'll give you a few examples of smaller things where this moderation has failed before we dive into the really big ones. Bypass content is when undetected images, videos, or text slips through undetected. You can still find these shirts with actual graphic imagery, leaning from adult content to full-on just real gory images, sometimes even involving children. Scam bots are still around. They spam things like, click here for free Robux, most of the time leading to dangerous websites, or even just phishing links that steal your account information. And the final example is termination traps. Crosswords is one of the most infamous versions of these traps. Basically, upon joining this game, it makes your account spam inappropriate things towards children in the chat, leading to your account almost instantly getting banned and terminated. While it's not as common anymore, they still exist. And I understand for sure, moderation can be hard, especially when you have millions and millions of players and only a handful of moderators, which is why Roblox switched to having AI moderation. They still do have human mods, but most of the time Roblox relies on this AI. And it shows, my friends, hence why most of these things slip through moderation until getting called out by users in the Roblox community, who have to scream pretty loudly at Roblox to get these things taken down. But alright, it's time for the reason you all probably came here. Let's talk about condo games. These are roleplay servers disguised as chill hangouts, or just simple kid-friendly games. Simply just searching this term up will give you tons of TikToks and YouTube tutorials on how to find these games. In these games, they're basically shag roleplays. Players use animations, flirt with others, undress, and simulate acts. All with the silly Roblox avatars, mind you. And yeah, a lot of the times it's just kids thinking it's funny, or trying to be rebellious, or sometimes maybe just not even fully understanding. But the fact that there is adults in these games as well, that's where the danger comes in. You have people 18 plus doing these things with and around people who could be 13 or under. But the fact that there are so many children who know about these and know how to find and access them, that's the real danger. You're exposing them to, one, things they shouldn't really be exposed to, and two, many predators like to hang around in these roleplay games, especially ones like this. And every time Roblox bans one of these condo games, 3 more copycats pop up in its place.
But I actually interviewed the owner of a Roblox condo server who explained to me that after Roblox caught him, they banned him and he appealed, saying he was sorry, so sorry I made games on a kids platform. And Roblox accepted his appeal and unbanned him. And to this day, as of me making this recording, his account is still active. Even though they caught him making games, he is allowed back on the platform.
One condo game creator actually got promoted during a Roblox official event. I believe the event is or was The Hatch. This is still kind of going on at the recording of this video. But users actually had to call Roblox out on this. And Roblox did remove the condo game and its creator from the promotion. But apparently, this creator's account is still up and well, even though people informed Roblox that this guy is actively breaking their rules and terms of service. Hello? Why are you keeping this guy safe? What?
So he said Roblox invited the official Teddy into the Egg Hunt 2025 or the Hatch. He makes dating and condo games. Roblox mostly let him do it for 3 years, but has deleted his accounts and games before.
But it was pretty hard for me to find out any solid information about this. So if you or someone you know knows more, please inform me down in the comments. I'd love to learn. I don't know everything. Let me know. While these games themselves are gross to me, might not seem like a big deal to some people who only know this, the fact that it's on a platform where 60% of their player base is under 9 to 16 is where the issue lies. And I'm pretty sure almost anyone is able to access these games without any sort of ID check, because supposedly they're not that hard to find. Welcome to Gauge After Hours, where it's after hours, where my quality slips and I look like that one guy from that K-pop movie. The other thing that I wanted to test was just simply following one of these tutorials on TikTok. Yeah, okay. Pretty much all of these are condo games. So if you're wondering what this is tahu. I believe it's an Indonesian food. I heard it's very yummy, but basically these condo games will just pick an inconspicuous thing like this Indonesian treat, delicious treat, just use it as a cover-up for their condo games. I really don't want to join any. I'm just gonna take the community's word for it. But if you see this, be careful. They're under all types of things. It's not just tahu, but you know, they're everywhere. That just goes to show that they're not as well hidden as people would like you to think. They're pretty easy to find, guys. So if Roblox wanted to, they could make an 18 plus only platform with ID checks and proper safety measure to make sure these two groups of people are completely separated. And if not, they need to put their foot down and get this content off the platform. But instead, they're just kind of sitting in the middle, And that's where the danger lies.
You should not be allowed to make games for children. That is not a hot take. That is not something that you can argue with me on. There's no point to be contested. No, you cannot make games on a website predominantly targeted towards children.
There's been research that has said that Roblox is a hellscape where create games in Roblox to attract children and take advantage of them. And there's no way to filter or know which one is which. Roblox supposedly has over 2,000 moderators that are trying to keep on top of this, but there's just too much.
And majority of their players being under 9 to 16 is where the next part I'm gonna talk about really comes into play. Let's talk about fettuccine games, if you get what I'm saying. Wonk?
Freddy, I can't do this without you, Freddy Fazbear.
1 like equals 1 Fazbear saved from my cheeks. Before I talk about this, I want to make it clear the problem with these games is them being up on a children's platform. Okay? Okay. These games are everywhere, just hidden in plain sight. I'm gonna give one pretty big example of a very well-known situation that happened pretty publicly about one of these fettuccine games. Let's talk about Snowy Giantess RP. And no, this is not a Frozen fanfic, unfortunately. It's actually a minefield of vor, crush, foot, and tongue.
Chicken.
I forgot to say fettuccine. You might get a chicken jockey. Sorry. I've even heard some mentions of
chicken
in this game as well. Disgusting. And kids had been playing this game for years without even knowing its true intentions, until eventually it was called out and taken down. This game had thousands of players, and copycats still exist, even though the original was taken down. Let's just see if anything pops up when I search this. Yep, there they go. Let me move me. So all of these right here up at the top, you can, just take a look. These are basically re-uploads of, maybe not all of them, but at least these two for sure. This one's given sus vibes, especially this one. I don't even want to know what this is. I mean, just take a gander. Someone subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you. You'll see a lot of people expressing that they had no idea, and they just thought it was something fun and silly that they played when they were younger, not knowing that they were mingling with full-grown adults who did not think the games were silly fun and were getting some kind of satisfaction out of playing them. I'm not shaming, but bleh, bleh, bleh. But when a game about being an inflated furry is next to Royal High, we might have a problem. Also, there are tons of fettuccine groups that slip through moderation as well, pretending to be hangouts for transformation roleplay, which have resulted, unfortunately, in real kids being in danger. If you look up, there are plenty of cases that happen to actual children because of things like this, involving kidnap or other horrible things. Roblox does have an increasing adult audience, and I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with Roblox wanting to lean into that. But I think what should come first and foremost is protecting kids that were already on the platform. And I, and hopefully any adult player, should agree that kids' safety should come first before prioritizing any type of adult media on the site. We're about to get a little serious breakdown, so let me get in. If you or someone you know has experienced any type of harassment or things of this nature by adults in your childhood or even now, it is not your fault, and it has never been your fault. You are not to blame for how someone else manipulated and treated you, okay? Let me back up. I'll have some helpful links down in the description if you feel like you need it, but you are not alone. Trust me. It's important to note as well that a lot of kids who go through this stuff don't tell their parents or report these crimes because they're afraid of the consequences that they might face. Even if someone is being creepy or inappropriate towards them, they rather not tell, in fear of their Roblox or gaming access being taken away. So please make sure we are punishing the creeps and not the kids, because it is never their fault. Alright, we're moving on to the last few things. Let's talk about cults and indoctrination. Indoctrination. here's a different side to inappropriate Roblox games. Some Roblox groups and experiences or games, I don't even know how you call these games, what are dedicated to pushing very hateful ideologies like these over here. No good. Things with extremely hateful and just disgusting beliefs. And if you're unfamiliar with what indoctrination groups are, here's a quick explanation. They aim to push certain ideologies and beliefs upon vulnerable or young people, using tactics like manipulation and threats, and some conversion tactics. Most of the time banning or looking down upon free thinkers or anyone who pushes against their beliefs. Now I hear what you're saying. Most of these were probably created by edgy kids who didn't really see the harm, but actually with just a little bit of research, you can actually see some statements from ex-members of these groups expressing how they were actually led to believe these awful things, which is really sad to think about how most of their childhood was tainted, where they thought they were safe on a child-friendly application that was supposed to be fun. Roblox has removed many of these, but again, that was only after severe backlash from the community. And even if these kids don't realize that these inappropriate games are affecting them at the time, many of these kids that grow into adults later express really bad mental health issues. And obviously, when I'm talking about inappropriate games, I'm not talking about Arsenal or Murder Mystery 2. A lot of articles you'll see written about inappropriate games are over-exaggerating. But I do believe if you're a parent, do whatever you need to do. But while games like Dress to Impress are getting slack for being inappropriate, actual dangerous and inappropriate games are just on the platform getting completely oversighted. But okay, let's wrap everything up. I've been yapping for too long. Y'all getting bored. Sometimes kids who play these games don't know any better. Maybe they think it's something funny, or they're trying to be edgy, or even sometimes maybe they were groomed into doing it. Their parents aren't looking out for their kids and making sure that they're safe. And devs are pushing these boundaries for money and clout. And Roblox moderation is failing in many ways. It's not one person or one party's fault. It's a perfect storm of small failures that lead to one big storm. And the ones getting hurt are kids. To me, it doesn't matter what the content is. It's all kind of nasty in my eyes personally. I'm not here trying to shame anyone. I'm just here to say that these things should not be where kids are and where kids have super easy access to them. But unfortunately, no matter where you go, creeps are everywhere. It's not just a Roblox problem, it's an internet problem. Unfortunately though, Roblox is just where some of these creeps decide to show up. And I think silly Roblox games should continue to exist. Roblox should be fun. It should be creative. It shouldn't have all these really restrictive elements, but moderation needs to catch up with its player base to make sure that these things are caught immediately and don't spread far and wide. My cat be meowing. Let's let him in. Well, please let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I want to hear if you guys had any experience with these games or if you've noticed any predators on the site. And especially for my older viewers who still enjoy a Roblox game every now and then, do you think Roblox should start implementing more adult-themed experiences? Or should we keep everything E for everyone? That's kind of what I believe. Because I've never felt like I needed an adult space to have fun on Roblox. The simplicity and ease of everything on Roblox is what makes it kind of fun. But let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And also, if you do have younger siblings or a kid of your own, or even if you just want to better protect yourself, please be aware of games like these that are hidden in plain sight. Sometimes something that seems just like silly good fun is actually harboring some pretty creepy people. So just watch out. But regardless, this video was just me yapping once again. Yapatron 6000 over here. I had a few people on my last video say that they really like that type of content. So here's me giving it another try. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of my ramblings. Please let me know what you guys would like to see me cover next. Literally tell me about every single one of your hyperfixations. I'll steal it and maybe make a video out of it. There he goes to cause a ruckus. Also don't know if we'll hit this goal when this video releases, but in case I do, thank you guys so much for 70,000 subscribers. Oh, what? Sorry, that's very cheesy YouTuber of me. I'm done. Maybe I'll get an actual background when I hit 100K. You never know. You never know. I'm crazy. I'm crazy, guys. But that's all the yapping I have in my yap box for today. Thank you guys so much. So, same time next week. That's a lie. This video is 3 weeks late. Since you guys liked the video, I guess I can let Freddy Fazbear go. Be fair. Welcome to Bloxburg. Work at Pizza Place. Jailbreak. Adopt me.
Royal High, Meep City, Murder Mystery, Parkour Ninja, Retail Tycoon, Easy Obby. Let's play Roblox. Fun, Roblox. Get your Roblox. I love Roblox.